liking it. I'm hoping. So I'm Catmaster Flash, your host, as usual. And today we've got a very special guest. Some know him as the Mayor of Pintown. Others know him as the General of Pinsville. We know him as the King of the United Pindom. It's none other than Mr. Proppa himself, Too Dark. What's happening, son?
Very well, thank you. Such a beautiful intro right there. I love it.
I think
that's right. It's me, Too Dark, aka Proppa. I'm in the building for caps.
I think I messed it up. It should have been, but anyway, it's half nailed, so that'll do. I think.
Sounded beautiful to me, mate. Sounded beautiful to me.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Definitely, man. Two close friends kicking it behind the scenes for the public. It's what it's all about, man. Let's get into it.
Exactly. And to be fair, the other UK episode went down pretty well. So this is where we're on episode 4, but episode 2 of the UK guests. So hopefully we can keep it going. At least I'm hoping till episode 10, and then I think we're going to run out of UK people. We might have to go. We might have to go European. Bit of Europe.
Mate, you've got so many friends overseas that I'm sure you'll have episodes for months and months right now. I'm sure we'll run out of UK people eventually, but there's a lot of US people who you ride with.
That I think. Well, I've got a list, and I've got up to episode 11 pending, roughly. So we're good for the next month or two. So that gives me enough time to get a bit better, sort some technical issues out, and get in the groove, as they say. You know what I mean?
To the people, just remember these early days. These are the ones that matter. Before all the glitz and glamour, we're making it something right now.
Yeah, exactly. Because like you say, like you say, I think the good thing about this is already people I've been messaged like, wow, that hat, I didn't know that hat existed, or I remember that hat, or you know what I mean. So it's doing what I wanted it to do, a bit of nostalgia and getting people remembering stuff, or now people are searching for old stuff now, and that's half the battle, because it's not all about all the new stuff coming out. Sometimes it's good to get a bit of history, you know what I mean, and see what sparked what we get now, sort of thing, you know what I mean.
For those of you that weren't around in the old days, some of these logos, they may appear new, but people like Flash have actually been there and experienced these logos a long time ago, and he's got evidence and receipts to back it up in the form of the hats themselves. I've seen, and a lot of others have seen too, the amazing collection that you have. And you're very lucky to still have these hats in this day and age to show to the younger generation.
Yeah, because to be fair, like, there's a lot that I don't have. Like I said on the previous, like on the first episode, that original red Yankees I got from the US that searched for like over a week for. I wore that. Yeah, I wore that to death, as in to the point that it had no shape, no strength in the brim. It was filthy. It was just worn every day.
That's you got your full value out of your hat. Just think about it that way.
Yeah, exactly. But then now I'm like, I wish I'd have kept it, even just in that state, just for, you know what I mean? Like that'd look good, just displayed, absolutely destroyed, just sitting there, like where one of the first sort of thing.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those mantelpiece items, regardless of what condition it's in. I feel the same way about particular hats, and there's one or two that I managed to save myself, just like that.
Yeah. Because like you say, at the time, like you think back, 15, 20 years or whatever, when we're wearing them, you're not thinking, oh, I best make sure I've still got this in 20 years' time. You just think, I'll just go and buy another one. But then before you know it, you can't, or that it's changed slightly, or it's not that hat anymore. You know what I mean? It's like anything you collect.
When I was younger, we weren't as fortunate as we are now to have 50 million hats. We only had 3 or 4 hats for the year. So it's it's commonplace to have hats like that have been bent and twisted out of shape, because we've been wearing 3 or 4 hats only throughout the year and wearing them sacrilegiously as well. So I understand what you're going through with those hats. No shame in it. That was how we were back in the day.
Yeah, wear it. It's not. It was never. It was never get it to put it on the shelf. It was get it on the head. Whatever, rain, snow, mud, dirt, working it, lie under a car, change an engine. Didn't matter what it was. It's on your head. You know what I mean?
During that time, I was in school, and it was a considerable amount of money to buy a fitted hat. I remember it was around £30. Sometimes, if you were lucky, you'd get it on sale for 15 in places like JD Sports. Not a very fancy hat though. But a nice hat back in those days was around £30. And when you're around 14, 15, it's not always easy to spend that so frequently. So a hat meant a big thing back then when you were younger.
Yeah,
not only to you, but to your peers as well. It definitely made the impression. And that's one of the traditions that I feel I like to keep up in today's day and age as well, with my particular headwear.
Yeah. Well, that one you got on now, what's that? Hat Bodega?
Correct, my son, correct. This is the infamous Black Ops from Hat Bodega himself. It's probably his most popular hat that he's ever dropped, if you ask me, because of the panic that it induced at the time. There's people to this day that still ask for it, knowing that there's no chance of getting it. Luckily enough, he did give the public a second chance with the 2.0 of this hat, which is quite similar. But this particular one, I hold dear to my heart. Not only is it one of the best hats from one of our community members, it's a close friend of mine. So shout out to Hat Bodega for all your help and knowledge to not only me, but everyone in the underground when it comes to starting their journey. He's done a lot for a lot of people. So yeah, he should be recognized for his not only his own achievements, but for the way he's helped others as well. He's a great individual just for that.
Yeah, selfless. Like he's not like he wants people to succeed as well, isn't it? And if he can help with helping people with a bit of knowledge or just how to do a certain thing or how to get a certain something, then listen, that's community, isn't it? You help each other out. That's the whole point. You all want to win at the end of the day. I don't see this whole like, them versus us versus them little groups. So everyone's here for the same reason, isn't they? So just help each other. Like if I have people message me, oh, do you know how to do this on Photoshop, or I can't find this logo, can you help me? And I'll do the same to others. Sometimes I can't find a certain logo and I'll scour Google, and obviously I don't know how to like vectorize, from like a stitched logo to vectorize it to a PNG or whatever. I don't know how to do that, or like I want to learn how to do it so I can do it. But there's a certain few people I can literally message say, by any chance you haven't got this, have you, logo? And they're like, leave it with me, and then within a day, if not minutes, they send me the logo. You know what I mean? They're everyone's logo. They're the team's logos, and that none of us own it, do we? So
precisely. So nobody should, like you said, nobody owns it, so they shouldn't be withholding information regarding it like that. Some people see it as a service, and other people may see it as a bad thing to share these things with everyone, because they want, they don't want everyone making hats, because you might not get the best quality hats if Joe from down the road starts making a hat with the best bloody mock-ups now. So I think it takes a bit of time for you to earn that status where you can actually approach someone and say, hey, can I have your help? It might not work at first, but work on your own brand, and eventually these people will accept you and share the knowledge with you as well. It always happens at the beginning of anyone's journey. You can't expect to be taken seriously without putting in any groundwork, really. So I think it's just crack on with what you're doing, whatever it is, whatever craft you have that you're contributing to this game, if you are, just crack on with it. And eventually you should get recognition if your work deserves it, I feel.
Yeah, 100%. And like you say, I think a lot of it is, you know, like people gauge like if I give him this, is he going to be all right? Or you know what I mean? Because I suppose some people,
yeah.
And then you know how people are like, you know. So I
it's
think
bad. They shouldn't do that, but you can't change people's perceptions sometimes.
Exactly.
That's how we are.
And I think a lot of it is it's more of a character gauging thing, isn't it? It's just like, right, let's see, like if he'll be all right or they're all right. And to be honest, listen, everyone I speak to get on great. You know what I mean? Like yourself, we become friends. Got the other couple of lads that you know what I mean, all through the one passion. You know what I mean? And you get friends that then you talk about other stuff other than hats. You know what I mean? It's not just about hats. Then it's you talk about just everyday stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's listen, I got nothing bad to say, mate.
It's a great thing you've done. You're building a small community. Every other week it's growing. There's a new person. Basically, we have a chat group that Master Flash has started, and it's really taken off between us. We're all great friends, and the main purpose we're there is hats. We do talk about other things, like he's saying, but yeah, we're all like-minded individuals, got our own identities, and we're all contributing something to the game somehow. But the main reason we're there is to support Flash as well. He's brought us here. So, it's a great thing he's done, just creating this small community in a place where it's needed. Because over here, you know what it's like. It's quite hard to find somebody who's into hats like you. So when you do, it's like, wow, can I marry me?
It's like a sparse wasteland, isn't it? It is literally like it. So then when you come across someone, oh, you like hats? Well, listen, come into my little group, you know, like grooming people. Come into the group. We'll get you into hats even more. We'll spend all your money. Come on.
It can be a bad influence sometimes for some of us. You know, we do end up spending a bit more than intended due to being in the group. So thank you very much, Flash, for making my bank balance a bit lower than it should be.
Listen, you can't. I can't take no blame. You have literally single-handedly, turned Rams into a pin monster. He's addicted. You've turned him.
Every man is free to make his own decisions. I'm merely a very good salesman because not only do I do it out of hobby, I actually am a professional salesman by profession. Yeah. So I can't be blamed if it rubs off on a few people because my techniques can be very convincing. I actually get paid money to do this.
Yeah. Done him. To be fair, I've not heard of him hardly. He's that deep in the pins. He's just gone underground, isn't he? He's finding pins everywhere.
I think maybe the missus might have had a go at him and maybe cancelled his phone data for just a couple of days, so just to curb that spending for a little while. So I'm sure we'll see him pop up soon enough. Rams,
wow,
hang in there, brother.
Hopefully he's not under the slabs in the back garden. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
Him and his wife have a great relationship, from what I've told. So yeah, I'm sure he's there working hard.
That's perfect. Right then, should we? We've had a little natter. We might as well. I might as well get to the juicy stuff, eh? So
before we do, let's talk about one thing. Yeah,
go on.
Fucking Elsinore Storm. What does it mean to you?
Me, the Storm. Yeah, we brought this up. Me and Rob were talking about this, weren't we, on episode 2? It is literally. So it's not so much. I'll be honest, right? The eyes. It's the eyes. The normal Storm logo where it says Storm, Lake Elsinore with the eyes. That's the Elsinore. Yeah, like that one. That's just the Storm. That's the Elsinore Storm. Nice hat and that. But then when I did have. Oh, they're there. Hang on, bear with me.
Did you mean this one? The regular one?
Yeah. But then when you talk the eyes, that's a different thing. When I see that or that, when I see this, I think Dizzy Rascal. When I see that, I think Dizzy Rascal, Wiley, whatever. Because is it the Godfather of Grime? He's wearing a camo one, isn't he? sitting at the recording desk.
To be honest, this has been worn by hundreds of MCs back in the day. It's one of those hats that you just had to be seen in. Not only the artists themselves, but the general public and the customers. It was actually those particular guys who you mentioned, the musicians at the time, who were influencing the public on a lot of fashion. And hats were part and parcel with the fashion. It wasn't just jackets and trainers and iceberg and Moschino. No, New Era was a pivotal part of the uniform in that particular time.
100%. And like you say, you can look back at various, like the grime stuff, especially like I was saying to Rob on episode 2. You know, when there's the famous clips when they're in like the basement or the ballroom with the council flats blocks.
That's like Deja Vu FM.
That's where Dizzy Rascal first had that the pinwheel axe. He's standing in the corner.
Yeah, that's Deja Vu in East London on the roof. A very classic radio station devoted to grime. A big part of history in the UK.
And to be fair, I didn't know it was Elsinore Storm. I thought it was No Fear. I'll be honest with you, because No Fear looked pretty much the same, and that was a big thing at the time, weren't it? Because, especially in the UFC, because Bad Boy, you know, the brand Bad Boy, the MMA brand from back in the day, that was the same.
I can't say I do. I don't want to lie to you.
They had the eyes like that, slightly different, but it's that kind of. It all looked like the same thing. Like, I didn't know it was the Elsinore Storm until years and years later. You know
Same.
what I mean?
It's purely because we didn't have the internet then to actually educate ourselves on these logos. We just see them worn by our favorite artists and musicians, and we like it because of that.
And because it was just the eyes, it didn't say Elsinore Storm anywhere. I think maybe inside it just said Storm Minor League. I think it says. So other than that, but how often would you look at the labelling? So you just put that on. You know what I mean? So
you're right about it never being advertised as Storm. When I first saw the hat, it was just Eyes Like You. It would have been about 10, 15 years later that I found out the name of this team. And it was like a revelation.
But like you say, it's crazy really and that's one thing I don't understand is how, like, this is the second episode I've touched on this, and we've spoke about it in the groups and that, how big it was in this country.
Yeah.
How they dropped these new ones. They just appeared on the website. There weren't really any promo. They'd done, and then a little promo. You'd think they would have made it a big thing. Like you would have got Dizzy Rascal and something to do a promo, because he's still something to do with New Era. He's always got a New Era hat on. So you wouldn't be hard to get hold of to do a, you know what I mean, like a little promo thing. But for whatever reason, they just went under the radar. They just put them on the site. Here's your little video. That's it. You know what I mean? It's quite disappointing. I'd have liked to a bit more of a thing for it, you know?
I push for it. I completely agree with you, mate. To be honest, this is just how that particular brand likes to operate. I mean, I don't really feel like New Era is actually in tune with a lot of the underground. Well, they may be in tune, but they choose not to let us get access to it over here. They support a different side of fashion, i.e. wide pants, berets,
New Era Europe
clothing,
is
so
definitely New Era Europe, and I think I know why. It's because obviously in the US, all the baseball, basketball, they're all their national sports. You know what I mean? Like we have football, rugby and that. Whereas over here, like I said,
it's just fashion.
We haven't got we don't have to wear caps for any sport, so that's why I think they focus a lot more on, like they've just done that motorsport stuff. They've concentrated on motorsport and, like you say, we're like hipster fashion more than
hipster fashion. That's a good way of putting it.
More than, you know, the roots of what made New Era was the 5950. Yeah, on their wrap up, the end of year wrap up, it said their most popular silhouette was the 5950. So why don't they do much more for the 59.50. I don't get it. It's
I think
again,
it's how
it's clicks and views and
I think
fashion.
it's how businesses operate.
More, don't they?
They've probably got an incentive to push something new rather than because they've already established a good reputation with that particular silhouette. So there's no need to push that any further. That's going to sell regardless.
Yeah.
They've got new contracts to fulfill to try and push the A-frame or something else, I'm guessing. So that's why there's such a large push. There's also sponsorship involved sometimes, especially with F1 racing. So that's going to have a big impact on why they're doing that, because they're getting money for that as well.
Oh yeah, they'll get paid.
Yeah,
serious. It's the wealthy sport, isn't it? It's like it's where the who's who. If you got the money, F1, isn't you? So
it's probably worth it for them to market more towards that particular profit group, that particular like, what's the word, demographic. That's the word for. To market towards that demographic rather than the underground demographic, because I'm not sure they may not be spending so much or caring as much to keep shopping with them. This is just a guess, or they may not even like the image that is given off. Because let's be honest with you, over here in this particular country, London, UK, and especially in London, a hat can be sometimes looked at in a derogatory way.
Oh
people think
you're up to no good. You're a little hoodlum. Literally, and you can tell that by like, a lot of pubs won't let you in. Restaurants won't let you walk in with a cap on.
Precisely. It's commonplace around the world. A hat can be derogatory for your image, but maybe we can try and change that image if you give us an opportunity. As you can see, I may fit into that particular category just from looking at me. But I'm also a well-versed individual who can have a very intelligent conversation with you at the same time as well.
Exactly.
There's no need to write us off just yet, because we're also very important when it comes to making an impact on the people who buy your products. Because when you look at marketing and promotion and so on, the models who look the best in these hats and actually look authentic in my eyes, people like me and you, rather than the hipster fashion type. If you ask me,
we wear every day. It's part of us. It's part of you. It's part of you. It's not just an image. It's you. It's part of your personality.
Yeah, it's almost like our uniform. I mean, whether we're promoting something, we're on Instagram taking a photo or not, we're wearing hats. I don't know about you. I'm wearing pins. If I'm stepping out with a hat, I feel like, okay, I have a duty to wear this pin. If somebody sees me naked, it's going to be embarrassing. It's going to be a situation. Tudor, why are you not wearing no pins? What's going on? So for that reason, I have a reputation to uphold as well. I will do that, not only for me, but for the cause.
Yeah, 100%. Well, on about the cause, we'll get into the cause. What got you into collecting fitteds in the beginning? What made that become part of you?
It was like two steps with fittedry, two separate journeys. I've always been into hats as a kid. Some people just wear hats anyway. It doesn't matter what they are. I'll show you on. I've got evidence if you don't believe me.
It's going to whip out some snapback now, isn't you? A little like Mitchell and Ness.
No. I have photos. I've got a photo, of me and Mr. B.A. Baracus, and I'm wearing a hat. It's not a fitted, but still, you can see how young I am.
So is that Mr. T, Madam Two Swords, or is that the real?
Oh no, it really is Mr. T. He's my friend. It's not Madam Two Swords. It's not. Don't believe him. I linked up with Mr. T when I was a young buck. Like me and him, we kick it all the time. Don't worry about that. Yo, T, what's going on, boy? That's me and Mr. T. I've got evidence. Don't worry about what you said.
Brilliant.
But I've been wearing any old hats from a kid. It's only when I hit my teens and the music influence actually took an impact on us that we started actually seeing the fashions that were popular now. And we thought, okay, I like this artist. I like what he stands for. I feel part of this community. I would like to actually start dressing like it as well. Maybe people can recognize me that I'm into this stuff from wearing it. That's usually the cause when you're young.
Yeah.
So that led me on to wearing hats that the popular artists in grime are wearing, aka fitted. So any fitted that we could find, we'd wear, and we wear proudly. This could be anything at the time. Usually there were just hats from JD Sport, basic ones. Pinwheels were very popular at that time. Black hats we used to love. If you could get an all black hat, you were like an elite. You were like a stylish guy. You were like a ladies' man. The gal them, they love you if you got a black hat. So that was what everybody wanted. The hat that was really popular at that time was the flawless logo, when they put the little logo just here. Yeah, that was one all the MCs were wearing. So we all wanted that one. They would sell out a lot. They were like the bison of the time. Think about it that way. Yeah. After that, this would have been about secondary school time. So I would have been about 14 years old. I can't remember the exact year now because I'm not trying to do the maths. But yeah, secondary school, you can imagine we're all trying to be cool. We're all trying to wear the latest trends. Fitted really helps us with that. So I'm trying to keep up with that as well. I'm buying as many as I can, but it's not a lot. And then years go by, they're not really considered cool anymore. The snapback era kind of came in with like Chris Brown and Tiger and them man there. Yeah, they brought in that whole wave of wearing Tisa hats and vintage snapbacks as well, even retros. But that kind of led me onto that journey. But after a while, fitted started becoming popular again. I was looking at places like Depop, and I was seeing hats selling for a lot of money. And I was thinking, wow, how come people are paying so much for fitteds now? And I noticed, they've updated them. They've got different color UVs, side patches. They look, nice. Made me interested again. I thought, is it cool though? Because at this time I was still a snapback fan, and I was thinking, I don't really know if socially I want to be seen wearing an old-fashioned hat. But then I realized from doing a bit of research that this was coming back again with this new format of colored UV, side patch, and if you're lucky, metallics as well. So really, when I see them, they're selling for like £70 at that time. I thought this is definitely something that is like popular at the moment. I tried to get involved. I would see the people listen to them, and in the background, they would have the boxes from Toppers. And I would see, what is this place, Toppers? It actually made me find the website like that. And to this day, I shop with them. It's been, I'd say that's about 3 years now, since 2021, that I got back into the game of the new wave of hats with colored UVs and side patches and curving your brim again. It's been about, since then, 4 years, I'd say. 5 years. It's 2026. So 5 years. We've been shopping with Toppers, like me and a few others, and it's been a great journey. I'm very fortunate that we have a designer like Pat who takes care of us, because we don't have a lot of shops here, isn't that right?
Yeah, to be fair, and like you say, and I remember when I found, I think I come across Toppers about not long after it started, because I think it was 2017. I think Toppers started 16 or 17. And I'll come across it about 2018. And at first, I thought it was a dodgy site, because...
What hats did they have in that day? 2018. What kind of hats did they have?
It was just grey UVs, green UVs. You got the side patches, few and far between. I'm trying to think. Let me see if we've got some old. And it's just like, like your general, just your standard side patches, like your World Series side patches. And then they were just like just different coloured sort of thing. You get some white guts and that. But I remember when I first come across it, it was like, is this legit? Because there used to be a couple of sites that you go and you'd be like, well, this is not, it's .eu or whatever. And you're like, is that legit? And then you have to do a bit of research. And then it was like, I literally thought, you know what, let's just buy one out, see if it
turns out. Yeah.
And it turned up, and I was like, perfect, and that's like our top has started for me, to be honest. And there's another one. I tell you what, there's a few places in Europe that people think are dodgy sites, but they're completely legit. Like Kicks 93, 100%. I've bought 5, 6, 7 hats off him. Is it BSTN or BTSN? BSTN.
BTSN. I'm not sure myself, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
This on shipping. It's fucking. I got a fear of God from them. It took like 3 weeks to turn up. Like I thought I'd been done, but that turned up. And then there's a place called TASS, TAAS,
Germany.
Like, Action Sport Store. They've got a new era thing. They do some decent new era stuff, custom stuff. Nothing like spectacular, but if you can't get stuff from the US, hey, listen, you know what I mean? And then obviously you've got there's a eBay store, I think Hip Hop Germany. He does a lot of
I've heard of that.
Stuff, music stuff, bit on the expensive side, but and there used to be a place called ManyStyles.de. They used to be a hat store. Yeah, I don't know if they're still around. Then obviously you got Just Fitteds and stuff like that, hat store in Sweden. But like, so the Capspin, Germany.
Capspin, I was going to say that to you. It's quite a hot one, quite a flipping controversial one. They do have some controversial hats in there, but I would advise people if you don't care about spending a bit extra money and you want something special, have a look down there. You'll find it. You'll find it.
They're a bit more expensive than anyone else, aren't they? To be fair, but
it can be worth it though, because the results that what you'll be getting, you could potentially be paying a lot more for. Back in the day.
And to be fair, shipping's a big thing because since we left, like the same as like us, you know yourself, shipping back and forth from the US, it's becoming more expensive by the week. You know what I mean? And then also Europe, because obviously we're not part of the EU now, it's become more expensive for us to get stuff even from like Europe, Germany, and places like that. So it's forever getting a bit more. We need some. We used to have hat stores. We used to have Point Break, which was down south somewhere near the coast. We had Capology. That was an actual physical store up in Newcastle. Like you could go in. Because I bought probably 70 hats off him when he was closing down.
Yeah, he went in there, bought the whole stock. I know how Flash moves.
Yeah, so. But the only reason I had it is because it was literally, he was just getting, it was literally, I think it was like £10 an hat. And they were all on-field hats, without the new era flag.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, I'm having them all. Get them in there.
£10 an hat? Yeah, you get me one as well.
So, like, you know what I mean? So, I just thought I'd have them. It's good. But they're the best hats.
Over in London, we had a few shops.
Yeah. Comfiest hat, new era do, is an authentic on-field. Yeah, if you buy an authentic on-field of your team, you might get it's a black nasty or whatever it is. It is the best fitting and the most comfortable new era hat you will put on your head.
You heard the man. Is it more comfortable than a micro fleece new era? Have you got one of them?
I have got a micro fleece, right?
Because I need to buy one. I'm trying to buy one.
Hang on. What? Is it like the micro? I've got a few. Hang on, I have to feel it. Hang on, that's velvet. I've got a black one somewhere. Where the fuck's that gone? Oh, it might be down here actually, in the fleece section. I have got one.
One or two on toppers I got my eye on, and the season is actually very.
Hey, listen, comfy. They are comfy. I've got a what's it somewhere. I tell you what,
don't worry, I believe you. I know you've got it all, mate. You ain't got to show me. Trust me, I believe you.
That, you see that?
Yeah.
Polar Tech. I don't know if you can see on the badge, but like inside, it's like a thin like shark skin stuff. Listen, no wind, no nothing gets through that, my old pal.
Shark skin. Why are you being so lavish with your hats? Shark skin.
It's called polyester. It's called Polar Tech, but it's like that. The shark skin jackets.
No, I don't know shark skin, mate. I'm happy with regular hat. I'm not like you wanting shark skin and
It's not an
deer
actual
horns on my hat.
shark. Come on now. Shark, soft shell, should I say? Soft,
You had to kill fishes for that hat. I'm
soft shell.
not happy about that.
So, how long you been collecting? Would you say properly?
Properly since 2021. Well, I've been Well,
Addicted.
if you say fitted, new school fitted, then 2021. But
Yeah.
I've been collecting the hats since I was like 11 years old. But they won't be hats that you'll like. I'll be honest with you. They're just regular hats. A lot of snapbacks in there, and some of them are worth a lot of money. To the people who know about vintage snapbacks, I've got like sports specialties, Logo 7, AJDs, all with like some of them with tags on, and they're from 1982, and they're like pieces you cannot find anymore. They were the first time these logos were used, and I know the fitted community doesn't accept snapbacks. That's fine. You stand true for what you believe in, and you know what I mean. I can respect that as well.
Yeah.
Me, I just like hats, and it's true, I'm a fitted hat. That's my preference, but I will never turn down a hat that looks nice, whether it has a snap or not. You know what I mean? And a lot of these hats have like sentimental value to me because of what they stand for. Like the hats I mentioned now, they come from like 1982, and you can't buy them in this day and age. So it's more like a collector's thing for me.
Yeah,
I
get it.
I have to have it. I have to have it.
I get it. So, right, I'm going to hit you with some. So,
All right.
favorite teams from the top 4 sports. So, basketball, NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB, baseball.
Does that include minor league, or is it?
Yeah. I'll let you have minor league.
That would be the Bisons. Then there's no question, is there? You should have asked me that.
But I'm not about teams, not logos. Teams.
Okay. Now I'll be honest with you. I don't watch sports, and I don't actually care about the teams whatsoever. I only wear these hats for fashionable purposes. Right. So if you ask me that question, that's what I'm going to tell you.
So we'll fast forward through that. Favorite logos.
Logos is that's better. Yeah, that's better. You ask me that, and I'll tell you.
Non-sport man. Logos.
I'll give you both. Yeah. When it comes to minor league, it's the Bisons, like I mentioned.
Yeah.
When it comes to like regular MLB,
hang on, I'm going to stop you. I can't just leave you at one Bison. Top 3 minor league logos.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah. So I'm going to switch it up a bit for you. Put you on the spot. So Bisons, I'm not going to get you to put it in order, but Bisons is one of them.
Yeah, I'll say the Woo Sox, that logo.
Yeah,
the swinging man.
Yeah.
Caused a lot of controversy this year, but yeah, that's one of my top 3s for this year. And what else could I suggest?
Go with the Storm, innit?
I think that's very good. Yeah, that goes without saying. I will submit the Storm. Yeah. I wasn't even considering that, but I was going to try to come up with something fancy that no one knows and try and be all clever about it. But yeah, you forget that. Yeah, Storm. Okay, Bisons, Storm, and the Woo Sox. That's my selection for that particular category.
That's all right. So, I mean, did you collect many non? Did you collect all across all the sports, or you particular to just baseball?
No, it doesn't matter what the team is or what the sport is. If it looks good, I will wear it. It just so happens that we're in a day and age that we're following baseball and the trends there. So in order to be competitive with my peers, I will entangle in the MLB logos. You know what I mean? So just to stay current, to show that I know what's hot and I'm with it as well. Yeah. But my personal preference, I go on the aesthetic of the hat and how it looks, to be honest. And logos play a big part in that. Like mascots, for example. Me and a lot of my friends, we like those type of logos because it doesn't show a lot of commitment to a particular team. It's just a nice looking artistic design that we can appreciate. And it like kind of suits our personality as well. So anyone who knows me knows I'm kind of wacky and crazy, like the Bison logo is as well.
All right, then.
It's kind of like why I like that.
So I'm gonna hit you with give me a top 3 mascot logos.
Swinging Tiger, Detroit Swinging Tiger has to be.
Yeah,
it's always been one of my favorites. I like the elephant from the Oakland Athletics, the Stomper. Yeah, that's one of my all-time favorites. People don't actually rate that too much. I love it. And let's see. I don't know if you know about this one, yeah?
Go on.
It's the Omaha Storm Chasers, which is a minor league, and it features Tornado. Yeah. I'll show the public because it's right here. Here we go. This one.
Oh, yeah. With the back, yeah, I know him. They're
so hard to get, and when they come, I try and grab them all. Me and my personal friend 5950 Tommy, what's going on, my boy? 59. We always have issues over this logo. Like, oh my god, I need it. Get it for me. Can you send it from UK to me? I'm like, chill, bro. It's gonna come on your site anyway. But yeah, it's one of those logos that means a lot to me, just because we have our own little personal love for it. Yeah.
I like it. That's it. It's a good selection.
It's a bloody good selection, mate. I know my stuff. I've been in the game a long time. When it comes to minor league, I've got a lot of it. But those are my particular favourites at present, we can say.
Perfect. Right. I'm going to get down to business now. So you know the score. You know how we rock. You know how we roll. It's all about the crowns you bring along to tell us about. So hit me with crown 1.
Crown number 1, yeah, is from a long time ago, actually, my teenage years.
A galaxy far away?
Well, it is quite far away because I'm 38 years old, a lot older than some of the people in the community. So, yeah, you could say that I'm at unk status right now. But I'm happy to be there because I was able to witness a lot of things that went down in our hat community. And this was one of them. It was a hat from New Era, but they actually collabed with this brand that was popping at the time, King Apparel.
King. See, now I think that's another UK thing. Us UK folk will know more about that than probably the US.
Mate, it was the thing at the time. All the artists were wearing it. They were giving stuff out to the hottest MCs. It was one of those things. It was like Supreme for us back in the day in the underground. If you had one of these on, it's like you knew what you was doing. You was in tune.
Is that the LDN? LDN.
It bloody well is, mate.
Yes. Because they did a black one with and the piping's white and the LDN's white and all the stitching's white on the brim. I remember that one.
It's hard to see, but it has a design on the brim. Hopefully, you guys at home can see this. It's a stitching inside there as well, which is a nice extra detail. Features piping as well. Back in the day, before John Jay was doing it, it was always available an option. We were rocking it back then as well, piping. And this is the flawless logo, that I'm talking about. The style, the format. They used to put them right here in the corner. So if you had one of these type of hats, you was considered a professional.
Yeah. Do you ever remember the King one they did with the wolf on the temple, howling on the steps of the temple, and it's all orange and that? You ever remember that one?
I don't think I do. I may need you to provide evidence. Yeah, I'm sure. Have you got one, or show me a picture later?
It's one I've always tried to get. I've never found it in my size. I'll send you a picture after we finish.
We'll try and locate that. We'll track that down. Yeah. If there's anyone out there with the hat that Flash is asking for, sort him out.
5'8",
yeah,
5'8", please. Thank you.
5'8", yeah. Come on, he's bloody nice bloke. He needs a hat, yeah.
Oh, well, we'll try. But I like that. I've not seen one of them hats for ages. I remember the last one I seen, like I say, was black crown, white piping, LDM was white, and then the stitching on the brim was white. I remember. But yeah, classic. Hey, listen, UK classic that is. With the King.
Yeah, look. There's no New Era flag. There's a UK flag.
Yeah, boy.
It's a new era though, but it's
And
UK.
you can tell that's a vintage
Era,
one.
though, but it's UK.
You can tell it's the vintage because it's got the blue labels inside. Blue labels is pre 2010.
Yeah, it's crown number one, man. Very important for the culture. And like, it's only right that I have one.
Yeah, you know what? I'm quite embarrassed to say that I don't have one.
Well, there's a few places on eBay.
I feel like I've let the UK down. I've let us down a bit with not having that. I think I'm gonna have to go hunting, and
I think so, mate. No worry, we'll do a bit of hunting and we'll track one down for you. I know, like I said, I know a spot that may have some.
Nice.
Yeah,
love a vintage shop. We do love a vintage find. Right, Crown 1. I like that. You've done well on Crown 1. Let's keep it going. Crown 2.
Crown 2. It might be even more important. Yeah, it's another part of London's culture and history, cemented in fitted hat formats. Check it out.
I literally was about. Let me have a guess. I know exactly which one you're on about. West, and that's by you as well, isn't it? You're West, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right. I am located in West London, so this one is perfect for the Too Dark.
Yeah, that got the subway map on the brim underneath.
No, it doesn't. It's just a black nasty.
Hey, remember them ones? Listen, the ones that had the subway maps on the visor.
I don't have one of those, I'm afraid, but
there are. I told you, didn't I, in the chat? I had all of them. I found a guy that had every single one. All the stations. There was about 9 or 10 in the complete set. 9, 10, maybe 12. There was a gold one that was a special one, and then all the ones with the line, all the different lines. Like, so if it was like Jubilee line, it'd be Stratford or whatever, wherever it was. And literally, I bought them all, quite a lot of money, and it got lost. Never turned up.
That would be another part of history as well.
Yeah. So someone's just got a full set somewhere. This was like 10, 15 years ago, to be honest. But
we used to wear them like this.
I've seen 2 of them on eBay lately. Over £200 each they want for them.
Rightly so. I mean, it's a part of UK's culture, and
look at that.
It goes to show the status of your playerism. Like, if you have one, you was about it back then. So who knows what kind of level you are now?
Oh, listen, that's young Too Dark, isn't it? Look, flat brim, not even curved.
Right, young Too Dark was in this, yeah? I was 15 years old in this. Not only was I in this, I was busting up the radio station wearing this and actually making an impact on the community with what I was doing at the time. So the hat not only holds sentimental value for what it is, it's just the journeys that it's been through. That's more important to me. What I was doing wearing this hat means so much. Like, I remember.
Would you say you've wore that hat more forwards or backwards?
It was always forwards. I wasn't the type to wear it backwards, to be honest with you.
On the front, no.
Nah. It doesn't have enough. It's like it does. It's made to be worn backwards, but I don't know. Everyone was doing that. I was just trying to behave because I used to hang around with a lot of DJs and MCs. We were up and coming musicians. Yeah. We were working the pirate radio scene, so everybody was wearing their hat backwards and trying to be the man. When I was the DJ, so it was my job to behave and not actually be the man. I'm the guy supporting them, so it makes more sense for me to wear the hat forwards because I've got headphones on and so on.
Yeah, you can rest
it backwards. It's not really suitable.
I used to rest my headphones on the front like that.
Yeah.
Down like that.
I would try not to damage my hats, so I'd wear them in a specific way forwards with the headphones on. And it was just my look. I was never a backwards hat kind of man.
I like it. Keeps your own style, isn't it? Everyone's going the backwards way. You go the forwards way. I like it. Be your own man.
It's not me. It's not me. So I look. You listen. I look very good in a hat. Yeah, forwards. So there's no need to deviate from that. I can wear it backwards for some situations, but it's at optimum like this. This is how it's supposed to be worn as well. So I like to just upkeep that tradition as well.
I like it. I like it. Right. Last but most certainly not least, crown number. Oh, hang on. Technical fault. Crown number 3, actually, not 2. We've already done 2. Crown 3. Go on then, my son.
Well, number 3. A lot of you probably going to guess what type of hat I'm going to pull out, but I'll tell you the story. Is like it means a lot to me because it was gifted to me by some of my pin friends a long time ago. They just sent it. They said, "Here, I know what you like. I'm going to send it to you on the house for just as a thank you for all of the work you've done for us." So this is the new logo Bison's when it first released. I'm trying to remember what was different about this. I think they did something different about this, but yeah, this is like one of those John J. My Fitteds release that a friend called Pin Mafia, yeah, Nate and Sneakerhead, my boys, yeah, from a long time ago. We worked together putting out promotional material for pins, and as a thank you, they sent me this hat because they know I love Bisons. We all love Bisons, and it's very sentimental for that reason. I actually even haven't curved it yet, just because like I'm waiting for the right moment. It's so special to me.
I like that.
And yeah, this is their pin. This was like blowing up the roads back in the day, yeah? It's the one and only Buff the Bison. It's like the only pin that you can wear on a Bison and be legit because it's made for it, man. And these were selling out like hotcakes when they dropped. I love that time, that era. Those of you who don't know, I help people make promotional material for like their hats and pins and so on. And that was like the start of my career working with these guys. They're like my brothers now. We're close friends. We talk shit all the time. But at that time, they were clients of mine. And it was a great opportunity that made me like who I am today. So thank you for sending this hat. And thank you just for like being part of my journey as well. Nate, Mike, goes out to you, man.
That's a good selection of hats there. But before I show the thing, we'll just touch on quickly. Obviously, you're on here to talk about hats and that, but like I introduced you, very bit. You're quite you're a mainstay in the pin community, shall we say? And obviously, like you say, you do a lot of promo material for a lot of the guys big guys in the pin game and that. Not pin wise, when did you get into pins? Was pins after hats, before hats? Because obviously, I remember when I was a kid, you could enamel pins you could get everywhere in that, and I know that's a big part of baseball. I remember I think it's Yankee Stadium. There's a guy, he's got an hat, he's had it 30 years or something. He's got every like different badge on. Think of them. People wear them on jackets. So do you remember how pins got into becoming part of hat culture? Because me personally, I can't know. I'm not that I'm not that knowledgeable about it, sort of thing.
I will touch on that, but let me just put my charger in my phone so we can
go on.
Talk together.
I'm like having like an earthquake or something because my camera won't stop shaking. It's weird.
When it comes to pins, I can't really say that I was there at the start of every pin that was made. No, I came in like mid-journey, really. But pins have always been worn on clothing since the dawn of time by elderly women and so on. They used to wear brooches on their lapels to show, look how fashionable I am. I'm able to coordinate jewelry with my clothing. It shows your status and like that you're into fashion and colors and you know what you're doing. I think that's where the sentiment actually started with pins, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's followed on over time. People have released promotional pins that go with a particular hat, something like that. But somewhere along the lines, somebody thought it'd be a good idea to add it to fitted hats. that happened before I even knew about this whole community. When I joined, it was already in full swing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was looking at the underground scene of fitted hats, and I was seeing these people in America wear pins on their hats as well. And it's definitely something that appealed to me because I was into the more underground side of things rather than looking at material from the big stores and so on. I wanted to see what the actual people themselves in the streets were wearing. So they not only were they wearing hats that were new, they were wearing pins on them as well. So that kind of raised my attention, let's put it that way. I'm checking out the UK hat scene as well now, and no one's really got any sort of idea about these pins except one person, and that one person is a very close friend of mine. Shout out UK Brims. He was actually holding it down for the pin scene and creating his brand a long time ago and offering UK people a chance to wear pins on their hats with his artwork as well. Those of you that know about him will agree he's probably an icon for that particular period in time and how he like maneuvered as well. He was probably the first person that I've seen selling dedicated fitted hat pins that are competitive with the guys in America, because it may have been done before, I won't lie, but whether they were able to be competitive with the likes of the Hat Bodegas, the Crown, the Kings, the Prada Fitteds, the IBs of this world, I can't say that. But UK Brims was actually aware of what's going on in the US, and he was able to provide a product that matched that for the people here as well. So when I discovered this particular person, I realized that it's possible for me as well to actually own items like this rather than just dream of it. I think he was one of the first people that I actually shopped with and got involved in pins with at the time. For me, I like being unique with my hats. I mean, I could buy a hat and you could buy the same hat and it's like the same thing, but I could actually add a bit of personalization or customize my hat by putting this accessory on it. And now it's personal to me because I own this item that I've added on there and you don't. So now I'm flexing harder than you. What you got to say about that? That's kind of like the sentiment behind it at the beginning. After a while, it kind of changes, really. It's more about collecting and it becomes something that you enjoy spending your money on because of just the process of the shopping and obtaining the item as well.
Yeah.
A lot of the hype behind it is like just the hunt, the thrill of the hunt, really. Once you've got the pin, you may not even be that excited, but trying to get this item from America and so on, that's what we're doing now. It can be like very rewarding when you finally secure this item and it's on the way to you. Just waiting for it, the anticipation of it can be more than actually wearing the pin itself.
Yeah. Sorry, I am listening, like 100%. It's like I'm having a 4.5 on the Richter scale for some reason.
You know what? I'm saying a lot because it's a big journey, the pin game. I can't really sum it up quickly, so I'm not even blaming you. I'm happy to carry on about it. Like the way I got into it,
because it's interesting because, like you say, like I've been into hats for so long, but it was literally, I'll be honest, the first time I seen pins on hats was Hat Club, like back 2018 or whatever. Literally, they come with a round Hat Club. Yeah, that's that. And they used to come with a round Hat Club pin, but that was just what Hat Club did. And then, but the first custom pin was UK Brims. That was the first ever custom pin. I'll even look. I'll come prep for this, you know. Look, I even come a little prepared. My box of little goodies, and we'll dig out. So this was like my introduction into custom pins were UK Brims, Scream, that one, and that one.
Yep, I know the ones. And who do you think was responsible for the promotion for those pins?
And that was you. And I got the gold and that one. And that was the first, and that's how I got to know Zach. And then obviously that's how I got to like find out pins were a thing. And I think that's how me and you got talking, if I remember. I can't
even remember now. It seems like it was years ago, but
it probably was. It was. I bet it was. It was maybe 2 years ago, probably.
All I know is I recognized like something similar in you. Whether it's a love for the hats or the fact that you're like, we've got a similar personality as well. We don't take life too seriously. So I like that about you. We clicked, man. So it's easy for people like me and you to be friends because we've got so much in common. There's nothing to disagree on most of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me continue about the pin journey, yeah, because I only touched on it vaguely. It doesn't really explain my journey.
Go on. That's pins in general. To do this, you do that. Go on.
Like that's just pins in general because I'm seeing there's a culture developing, and I'm trying to get involved myself. So I'm out here making my purchases and so on. And like I'll shop with UK brims. I'll also buy pins from eBay sometimes because I'm thinking, I'm not sure where to buy these kind of American pins from. I've got no connections out here. I'll try and buy what I can. And there's no shame in it. For anyone who's starting out the pin collection, you don't have to have the most lavish, extravagant designer pins. Have something just to build your passion for it and learn the game and how to set up and dress your hat nicely. The time will come where you have access to better material. And that's when you're on the playing field and you need to turn up. But in the beginning stages, I advise you just to explore and experiment and see what works best for you so you know what to purchase in the future. For me, my first international purchase that made me feel like I was actually buying something valid, like from a celebrity, was these pins from my brother at Bodega. Obviously, those of you who don't know, we're part of a collective. It's called Pin Game Proppa. It's more like a sentiment for fans of the game to wear your pins and wear them with pride and show them off. Not only that, educate your brother about the story as well and teach them the way about how to do it if they don't know. So I'm part of this organization. Hat Bodega, also part of this organization. We kicking it back and forth. I'm discovering new things from the people who are in charge of actually making pins in the scene. Like Hat Bodega is a main player in the scene. I've managed to obtain some of the best pins from him. It makes me feel like $1 million. I feel like showing them now.
I am still here, by the way. I'm just
yeah, no problem.
I'm just trying to sort the technical difficulties out.
I've got one example. I've got many of these, but we'll show you just one for now. The fishbone pin from Hat Bodega. These are some of the most infamous pins in our community, and it's like one of his trademark items. Every time they drop it.
I just put in. Let me just put in a minute about that fishbone there. Let me go on the screen. So that fishbone, did he do one that come in like a glass ball that was like a Christmas bauble, and it had two of them in?
He may have, because he is quite inventive with his packaging. He likes to provide funny packaging, but I can't say I can remember it. But there's been some that I've missed. So
I'll send you a picture. I'll send you a picture because at Christmas, Duffel Bag Cougs was doing like these mystery boxes, $60, and you got 2 hats, 5 pins, and something else, but you didn't know what it was. So I managed to get one with my size, and then I got it sent to my friend, and he sent me a picture of it, and there's 2 of them pins in there, and it's in like a glass ball. Like I didn't know. I'll send you the video, and you can see.
Have you still got them?
I haven't received them yet. They should be here tomorrow or Friday. So okay. I'll show you the picture, but I've got a video of them, so I can show you.
Well, these are very popular pins in our community. It's like they go immediately, and people go crazy for them. Actually, they look great on a hat, and they're very easy to use. It's like when you're wearing these pins, this is the type of pin that will get you a compliment because it's recognized within the scene. Maybe not in this country, but if I was in America wearing this and somebody who knows about pins saw this, they would know, okay, Two Dot knows his stuff. He's wearing one of the best bloody pins in the game right now on his head. So he must be very well versed in this industry. And this little pin right here can actually show that to your peers, because it shows that you know about stuff, you know what's hot, you was there at the time when it dropped, you was able to cop. So that's one of the pins from Hat. But look at another one. This is his script. It's the Bodega script. It's actually made for this particular hat as well. So I like to do that. I like to get the hat and I get the pin that matches it as well. It's like a full set. Another one that sells out every time. You won't be able to get this unless you are privy to early access, if I'm honest with you. It's one of those pins that is like causes panic. Rhinestone border, adding to the luxury element of this pin, making it more of a jewelry item with some very powerful glitter as well. That's what we like to see in the pin game. We like to see like visual effects when we make our videos, and stuff like this, rhinestones and glitter, really helps, as you can see on the camera right now. But that's someone who I was shopping with early, and it continues to this day. 4 years I've been shopping with this person. It's progressed from pins to hats. He actually helped me a lot in the game as well, make connections with other people. From that, I started making promotional videos for a few friends just to trial, because I was very good with my camera work. People would notice they like, how I control my lens. Yeah. So I was given some opportunities to work with people. And since 2022, I've been doing that actually. And it's just progressed until the stage where I'm at now, where I'm offering independent marketing and advertisement for my peers, actually, my people around me, my brothers, my players. Like, I'm trying to work with them, and I get my benefits too, and they get their benefits too. We help each other. And not only does it help the designer and me, I feel like it contributes to the game as well, because it makes our scene look a bit more professional in terms of advertising and marketing.
Yeah, 100%.
An outsider can see this and they'll be like, okay, they've got some sort of format for showing their pins off rather than just a picture and so on, because that can be a bit underwhelming. As a customer,
you can tell your style straight away. You play me a video, I know it's yours immediately.
Precisely.
And
that is the effect that I try to have.
And that's, I've seen you do pin ones. You've done my pin one. You did my hat, and even the hat to the pin one, they've got that same style. So proppa is there, isn't it?
That's right. Proppa, that's my alias. Obviously, I'm too dark, but when I do photography, I like to call myself proppa, because those are the results that you will receive when you mess with me. Not only that, it's a nod to my gang, Pin Game Proppa. It kind of carries on that name for the future as well. So because I'm active at the moment, that name will remain with me for the future, I'll be honest with you.
Sorted. Yeah,
I'm working with a lot of the hottest pin designers in the game right now, for those of you that don't know. Not only new guys, but household names as well. Some people you may know, like Afterlife Pins. I'm working very closely with that brand.
Big up Afterlife. Big up Afterlife.
Yeah, he's one of the main players in the game right now, who's had a lot of success with his particular brand. I'll show you quickly what we do. It would be wrong not to. It is these Dream Chasers pins from Afterlife Pins.
I've got a few.
Everyone's got one of these at least. It's like if you're into hats,
yeah, I've got a pin.
You got one of these. We make it all over there, from hats. From hat pins to blips to chains. We're trying a bit of everything because of the amount of time we've had in the game. Our tenure in the game, it's expected for people like us to actually push boundaries and do something a bit special, because we've been doing it for so long. We should at least try and set a standard. And the bar was actually set quite high when we made this particular mold right here. It's the Dream Chasers 2.0 with a rhinestone border. We did actually start off with the 1.0, which is like without the rhinestone border. This has like a lot of legacy behind it. It started a journey for us, and people love it for the ease of use. It fits on a hat easily, but at the time when I joined, we decided to take it to the next level, give the people a bit of luxury. I'm into luxury. Afterlife 2, we both have a passion for that kind of jewelry style of pin. So the Dream Chasers 2.0 was formed, and I was very lucky to be in charge of the promotion for that from the beginning until this present day. The videos you see for these will be handled by myself. I try to show them in the best light possible, and hopefully people who watch my videos will not only enjoy them but feel something when they see the videos. If not, you don't have to, but I hope you do, because I put a lot of work into it most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time.
Most of the time,
Well, like you, sometimes it can be difficult, you know. Is it? The work rate increases, the demand increases as well, and then sometimes you can't always be at the top of your game to meet the deadlines. So I apologize to anyone who has suffered like because of that. But at the end of the day, we're all human, and I'm not a robot. I cannot physically do these things in time sometimes, and it's disappointing for me that I'm not able to do that for these people, because they mean so much to me. They've helped me on my journey, and they're like brothers to me. So when I'm late and I miss a deadline, it affects me worse than it affects you. I'll be honest with you, because I feel like I have failed not only the business at hand, it can be the relationship as well can suffer because of it. So I pray to like the people that I work with that you don't feel that I'm trying to disrespect you or anything like that. Sometimes it's just hard to keep up with demand.
That's everyday. That's life. That's everyday life. People know, like, you know what I mean. They know, like, things take a bit longer sometimes. It's one of them, isn't it? You know, you can't help setbacks or what have you. It's like at the end of the day, it's long the product turns out exactly the same as what it would have anyway. So, you know what I mean. It's worth the additional weight. You know,
it's what the reason is because I'm like a perfectionist. Sometimes I'm picky. I don't like putting out bad results. Sometimes it happens, but I try and avoid that. So it can take a bit longer for me to be satisfied with my own work, purely because I'm competing with myself.
Yeah. Nice. Well, that's good. See, look, we touched on a bit of pin, bit of old crown, bit of everything. See, well, and like I say, we couldn't have you on and not talk about pins, could we? So
I'm a bit of an ambassador for that particular thing. I mean, in the UK, it's not really commonplace, but in future, who knows? There's so many people now who are getting onto it. Maybe we just haven't found them yet. So if you're into pins, please leave a comment. Like with your Instagram username, maybe we can get in contact and we could just talk about it, because that's what I like doing. I start talking about it, really.
And listen, this has already happened. These episodes have already unearthed one person who added to the group yesterday. You know what I mean? Big up Big Head TV.
Yeah. And he looks like quite a talented individual. He's got some.
Yeah, he's good with the concept stuff, isn't he? The art stuff, the concept stuff. So he's
like, as long as he's a nice person, that's all that matters to me.
I've spoke to him a bit. Sound. He's like one of us. Sound.
Right. Honestly, in this group, you don't have to have like a skill or a craft. You just have to have a love for the hat, and that's the main thing. Yeah.
We're lucky that there is a few of us that are very creative. Me, you, Rob. You know what I mean? We have got a good creative spark. You know what I mean? So between us, we can produce some good stuff. You know what I mean?
Let me just show you, before we exit on pins, like the effect of what pins can be like. It can get as serious as this. This is like, this is like a mask pin, which is quite aggressive in terms of a pin up. Like, we're doing a lot here. We're definitely doing a lot. courtesy of my brother Nasty Pins, he does stuff like this a lot. He makes mask pins. A lot of people can be hesitant to pin their hat in such a way they fear it might damage the hat and so on. I tell you, man, just live life. You want to look like everyone else, or you want something unique like this? Because not a lot of people are going to be able to say, you know, my hat looks like this. I'm that kind of person who likes the unique factor that this provides, and I can't be seen with just a basic plain Jane Cubs on. It's got to be bust down in something, and these are the levels that we're at now. We're wearing mask pins, courtesy of my brother Nasty Pins, who is like AKA the mask god. That's what we call him in our community.
Big up Nasty Pins.
But it can't get like that. It's like it's not just simple. It can go from it's whatever you want to do.
Who was it who's made the sunglasses? Is that Nasty as well?
That is Nasty. Do you want to see? For those of you that are not aware, I did actually have one prepared to show off. I don't like to brag, but yeah, they are loaded and decked up right now.
Is this the same one you got me?
Let me see. No, it's not the same one I've got you. That one is actually different to this. I could maybe have that to the side as well. Let me have You're in luck, mate. You're in luck. Yeah. Okay. It's just you're just lucky that Two Dark's such a pin-up fool that I've got that one ready as well. We've got glasses that this is like the hottest fashion in the pin-up world at the moment. Yeah. Two Dark said it. Glasses. So this logo, it shouldn't look like that. No. I'll show you what it should look like. It should look like this. Yeah, but we've taken it a step further and we've turned it into this, with the addition of the very sexy pin from Nasty Pins. This may actually be JP fitteds on this one, yeah? But either way, it just shows the capability of what pins can do to your hat to add a bit of style and flair and personality when you're out there on the road and you want to stand out.
Nice.
The glasses that is like the amount of technology that's gone into this. If anyone notices, these are actually holographic glasses. They're not just like static images. They do respond to the light, as you can see there, with images imprinted in the glasses for you to enjoy. I won't reveal what that is. I'm sure a lot of you naughty boys can tell what that is right now. You're enjoying this one, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, this could be yours to own as well, as long as you make contact with the right people.
Nice. Right. Let's get to, where are we now? The flashback crown. So we'll dig some out. I've already prepared something. So
I have not prepared something, but I will try and freestyle it right now.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
so
I've got time.
I'm back on the another capture the flag. Let's see what we're going to get this week. And this one is the James Stewart. So James Bubba Stewart was Supercross world champion, first black Supercross world champion. And I'll show, and this is number 153 of 290. And this is premium. You know, we always talk about premium.
I can bloody see that. Look at the state of the case, mate. He's got it in some silk case with a mirror on it and everything.
Ostrich leather.
Ostrich. Now, at first it was shark skin. Now it's ostrich. Okay, you really are a bloody serious hunter, killing all these animals just to make hats out of them.
Ostrich leather, little bit of metallic. You got all these gold sevens.
What is that?
Gold sevens.
Wow, to this day I haven't seen details like that on that.
And then Stewart is stitched into the leather, and then inside is satin. Look, and it's all pictures of the motocross.
Dirty.
And obviously signed by him.
Signature as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Ostrich
leather.
Well.
And then I've even got a little cutout about it. Look. You know what I mean? And that tells you about it when it come out. Probably.
So when do you plan to wear that hat, or is just going to sit in that box?
Oh, no. You don't wear the capture the flags. The only one I'll ever possibly wear is the Terror Squad one, possibly.
You're lucky to have those hats in those boxes as well. Like
the flag. Yeah. And then I'll show this one if people are wondering what it is. So that is a Judge's wig and gavel, number 99. Obviously, it's Aaron Judge for the Yankees. This was made for the Landon series in 2019, which I went to both games at the Olympic Stadium, and the very poignant Union Jack, baby. So I thought that was a good one to wear for the show today.
Nice touch.
You know what I mean? So, and that brings us to the end, my dear friend.
Excellent. It's been beautiful being here, chopping it up with you. We do that all the time, but to share some information about my journey, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do that.
That's the whole reason for it. You know what I mean? Like you say, we talk about, it's a bit of history and a bit of just chat. That's what this, hopefully this will keep going, and that's what it'll become. It's just, we could talk a bit of history, how people got into it. They'll have some stories. I can show something. I might not always show something. You know what I mean? It's
throw us something out. What's the last hat you got?
I haven't bought an hat this year.
No, don't stop lying, man. Stop lying, man. I bet you've got like 4 hats on the way.
I've got loads on the way, but I've not bought any.
Oh, easy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I will be buying one. I have bought one. Technically, I'm getting it Saturdays. That the new UNC 3.0 from Play by Ray.
Okay. Nice.
New York logo. But I don't know. I'm trying to find something just that I ain't showed off. Something mad that's old. Here you go. Here's an oldie. The original one. This is not the re-release. I've got the re-release. There you go. Music theme.
Oh wow.
Yo MTV raps, baby.
That is an ugly UV. I can't lie to you.
Hey, listen, the re-release is even worse.
Is it?
Yeah. But
don't wear that in my presence, please. I might have to walk like 10 feet ahead.
Right. So I was talking about a hat on episode 3. We were on about embroidery and that. And
is it?
Like this, right? It's a pirate's hat, yeah?
Yeah.
But you don't see this anymore. Look at the brim. Look how that's embroidered. Look. That pirate logo is completely embroidered into the brim.
I'm not sure I'd want that in today's day and age, to be honest, but it's impressive.
Listen, it's like you say, it's an old one. You got your man on the back. What is it?
Yeah, my King's hat was like that. He had something on that same area. Yeah,
like it's a
testament to that time.
Yeah, I'd say this was probably between 2010, 2013, 14. I'd say that was.
Is it? Yeah, it sounds about right, because that stuff on the brim, it's probably at the same time I was buying that.
Yeah, I'd say that was here you go. I'll show you something non-fitted if anyone's interested. Look. Before, oh yeah, like that. Look at that. It's the logo.
Nice.
That? 3D printed.
3D printed, yeah. You see.
Shout out Phoenix Plaques on Instagram. He done me a load of stuff. He done me that. He done me the New Era. He done me the Rangers. He done me the Knicks up there, the Yankees. I think it was about £8 each. Nothing. You know what I mean?
That's proper price, mate. Nice.
Hey, listen, if you want it's
proper.
Yeah, proper. If you sent him the thing, he'd whip it up.
If you're listening, mate, do it. £8, yeah. Make 2 of them, please.
Yeah, £8, mate.
£8, I'll take 2 of them.
Hey, listen, it's been a good episode. It's the longest episode I've done so far. Nearly an hour and a half. That's a good one, that. It's a good one.
That's how I go, man. I've been in this game for a while. It's only right. Share the story.
Exactly. We had a lot to talk about. But no.
To be honest, we just covered like a little bit of it. There's so much more, but you know what I mean? These are the most important parts of my journey in the game.
I'll let you know now, so I'll let the people know as well. So when I get to episode 10, it'll either be the next episode or it might very well be episode 10. I'm going to do the show live, and then everyone that's been on in the previous episodes can just tap in and we'll just have a live show, just talk, because you can have multiple people on there, and we'll just delve into more, whatever, you know what I mean? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Every 10 will be a live one with the 10 people if they want to come in, they don't want to come in, whatever, you know what I mean? So I think that's
like a plan. I'll be there, man.
Forward. So appreciate you coming on, my old pal. It's been very
no problem, man. Appreciate you having me, man. I'm always gonna be here for you to support what you got going on, man. For those of you who don't know, Cap is like representative for us over here. He's probably one of the only people making custom hats in this country. So if you're into that sort of thing, you should definitely get in touch with him because he can provide you with something that is hot and popping in today's hat world in this country. I mean, you can chop with New Era and toppers and that, of course, but if you want something that is competitive with the custom hats that are releasing over in the US, we've also got an option for you here via Capmaster Flash. I've shopped with him several times, and I've been very happy with the hats that I've got because people have given me several compliments on that side of the pond. They want what we got, and definitely Capmaster Flash has got more stuff coming that I think will be
we've got more coming
to those guys as well.
We've got more coming. Yes, we have.
You want to share, or is it a secret?
Sort of secret.
So what sort of secret is it? All right, no need to share nothing.
Just know there's stuff coming. Just know. That's all you got to know. There's stuff coming. There's some stuff coming, and then there's obviously I'm still going to keep doing my thing, my own FNFs, which the next 3 are going to be beautiful. So and I always say, if you're interested, once you've bought one, you get put in a group, and then you find out all the good stuff before anyone else. So there's your incentive.
Precisely. Right. It's worth taking out.
It's been a pleasure. DJ Too Dark, as always, on Capmaster Flash. This was Flashback to the Fitteds, and I'll see you next time. Much love. Deuces.
Right.